Assalamu alaikum. Comment allez-vous? Comment ça va? Nihao. Marabako. I think that's a Swahili term. Everybody in East Africa, Swahili is spoken in most of the East, even though each country has its own major language. But I think Swahili is spoken quite a bit throughout East Africa. Despite the fact that I've been in Swahili land for many, many years, I can only say a few words. But this is Musa, Matt Meacham Jr. signing in on his network, on his book writing network on Earth. And by this time, I'm sure if you've been following me, you know what part of Earth I've been on. It's a beautiful part of the Earth. I don't know about all the people, but it's a beautiful part of Earth. I see why people fight. I mean, people come from other places on the globe and fight and conspire to take the lands from the people of Africa, because Africa is quite beautiful, and some of the girls are quite beautiful too. Well, the thing is, we're still in this book writing course now. We're doing film script writing, and from the looks of it, it seems that what I should do now, this is all in writing strategy, and this is all part of the course. I will stop reading or doing any readings from the SASA, NINI. I'm not gonna read from that script anymore. I got other scripts to read. Now you say, well, why? Okay, what would be the reason for me to say in this class to say to you that we're all talking about the writing technique and the writing strategies. Now, I reviewed that video that I did my XYZ lesson. And the thing is, when I stopped, when I put down that video and started doing something else, and then I looked back up to see how I looked back on the YouTube network to see how was I going for viewers. Wow, a lot of you guys out there have tuned in on XYZ, where I talk about my film script. The film script is entitled SASA NINI. And I was doing some readings from that script. And I was saying to myself, oh, these guys, these guys are bored. And I found that I found out there were many, many viewers who wanted to see what was going on in that script. I am not gonna read from that script. You can buy that book. It's called SASA NINI. Go to the internet. Go to the internet. Go to Amazon. Go to Amazon-books. Type in Musa Matt Meacham Jr. Muhammad. All my books will come up. Scroll. You may have to scroll for a while, depending on in what position that book is located. You may have to go a long ways to get it, because I've written so many books. So you have to first go to Amazon. Go book-Amazon. Then you're gonna you're gonna be there at the store. And then you're gonna go to books, and you say books. Then you're gonna say, you just type in Musa Matt Meacham Jr. All my books will come up. You may have to do a lot of searching, but I guarantee, I promise you, that the book SASA NINI is there to be purchased right at this very moment. Now you could buy it in ebook, which is cheap, or you can buy a paperback. You know, you have to pay a few dollars, or you could buy it in hardcover, and you know it's pretty expensive if you bought it hardcover. But since you are so interested, you guys have been. They say, oh, I said, wow, look at all these viewers. And you know what? I said, man, I thought it was, I said, I don't think anybody's going to be in this class. But I found there were a lot of people, many human beings out there who were curious about my film script, SASA NINI. I have many more. And the thing is, my major project, I think I got to sneeze. My major project is an alienation. And the thing is, you will see, up until the time that a producer says to me, I'll take over. And when that producer says he's going to take over, I'm going to let him take over. He would take the script, and he's going to go out and make $1 billion off of it. That's why all he has to pay me is $1 million American dollars. Now, I see you guys are interested in my SASA NINI. You're probably some guys in Kenya. You're probably some. I think the reason why I had so many viewers is because this particular film script takes place in the country of Kenya. I'm not going to read any more from that script. Bye. Now, what I had planned to do, I had planned to republish that film script. I'm not going to republish it. It's right there in the Amazon bookstore. It's right there. Purchase it. And if you want to produce SASA NINI, SASA NINI. SASA NINI. I'll say it again. SASA NINI. If you like it. So maybe some Kenyan filmmakers out there who want to take that film script and run with it. Get it. Run with it. But just remember the guy who gave you that script. Just remember me. The thing is, I see that I had a big audience who want to know about that script. I'll say it again. SASA NINI. Buy it in the bookstore. If you don't have any money, it won't even cost. I don't think it's $2 or $3. It may be see some of my books, some of my ebooks you can get for 99 cents. But I wrote that book, film script SASA NINI, maybe several years ago, and the script that I was using in the class, I'm using that script SASA NINI in the class and the book writing class. I'm using that book. I'm using SASA NINI. So I would suggest that you go and buy the ebook and just start. And I would be honored if one of you Kenyan guys take my film script and run with it. You know what? Just remember me. Just remember me. So remember we're in this is a book writing class. Okay? Now, SASA NINI is already in a book. It's already in a book. And I did do a little discussion on SASA NINI, the film script that takes place in Kenya. So I would refrain from reading from that script. Now, why am I refraining? Why would I refrain from reading from that script? Because I noticed that I have And if I have an audience, I have possible buyers. I don't ask for any special, take the film script, run with it. Just buy my books. And the thing is, when you take the film script and you decide to run with it, just have your cash to buy my books. I'm not asking, okay, guys, that's all I'm asking. My goodness, you don't know how fortunate you guys out there. You don't realize how fortunate you are if you just follow my directions. It doesn't cost you anything. All it costs you is to use your head. You say, wait a minute, that's nice. All I'm asking is that you purchase my books. So, you like SASA NINI. You like that book. You like that film script. Buy it. Produce it. Get your crew to buy the book, the ebook, cheap. And make the film. So I leave it up to you Kenyan artists. Someone really likes, I thought, after I did that lesson, I said, oh, it's such a boring lesson. I don't think anybody would want to get involved in this particular lesson. But I went back to my computer, I said, wait a minute. Wow, look at all these people, look at all these viewers. That's quite interesting. Now, see, all of this is for you, the learning process. Now you say, okay, here's a film script. What is in that film script that made all these viewers check it out? I know what was in that film script. I can tell you what was in that film script. And the reason, but I'll tell you why it was in that film script. Okay, first set, you got this white boy and you got this black boy talking about big asses on Kenyan women. See? Then you got a conversation about homosexuality discussed. You see? Now, why would I'm not writing to promote big asses or to promote homosexuality. That film script is about terrorism. Terrorism and hypocrisy. That film script is about the good and the bad. But look what this is what I'm trying to say to you about writing when you writing that film script. You have to put something in that film script to disturb someone, excite someone. Don't bore them with talk. So one thing about film script writing is film script writing involves action. I'm gonna give you a few more things about film script writing. Okay, you got 4 type of elements. When you write your film script, you need 4 elements. You can use 1, 2, 3, but if you use all 4 elements in your film script, when you write your film script, there's a big likelihood that your film script would make it. You know, you may not become a multimillionaire, or you may not become a multi-billionaire, or you may not become a multi-thousandaire. But what happened is you will get an audience. I'm going to show you 5 elements that when you write your film script, you need a love scene. You need someone making love. You need a fight scene. someone fighting. You need a chase scene, somebody chasing someone, or an animal chasing someone. You need a crowd scene where you have a lot of people on the camera. 4, study Western film. Now remember, next time you're sitting down in front of your television or you're sitting in front of your computer or however you watch movies, next time watch old movies. Watch old successful movies, whether they were made in Europe or US or France. Watch. And take your pencil and take your paper and watch the film. And if this film was a moneymaker, remember, you do your own research. Do your own research. Find a film that was successful financially. You know, like a film that made $1 million or $20 million or $150 million. Find a Western film produced in France, England, US, and they grossed over 20 million American dollars. Now you say, oh, they made that much money off that film? What you do is go back to that film. Now this is part of your class now. Go back to that film, take your paper, take your pencil, and see how many times you see a love scene. See how many times you see a fight scene where people are fighting. See how many times you see someone running or a car chasing, the chase scene. Or it's, just keep count. See how many times you see the crowd scene. Essential elements of success. That's your lesson for today. This is Musa. I am checking out, but I am still trying to make it to Mars.